Sushi LiveNoding. In this episode, I want to take you through the creation of this animated banner. It's basically pretty simple. Normally, you can do this using displacement map, but I want to create something that will work with the AR USDZ. So we have to make everything using bones. So yeah, so let's get started. So first of all, we need to have the Blender logo or the Blender banner. So I got it from Blender website. It's looking something like this. It actually comes with alpha channel. So at some point I want to make it so that it's transparent. If you just drag it into Blender, you might get the logo coming in as an empty. But that's not what you want. You want to use this add-on that comes with Blender. So import images as planes. So that's will be a lot better. File, import images as planes. Under downloads, I will simply grab the banner. Make sure this is what you want. Diffuse or shadeless. You can use alpha as well. Let's see if this actually work. Okay, import. Now we have the Blender banner logo. If we turn on texturing, okay, file, save as, banner, procedural flag. So kind of like flag animations. If you use this and subdivide it, I mean, by default it's only coming like just a plane. It doesn't have any detail. If I go to wireframe, so there's nothing. If we subdivide it using subdiv, simple, couple of times, we get this. Okay, this might work for the flag. If you want to something that's more square-ish, you can subdivide it yourself. So go to the edit and select this loop cut. Click there, and there's actually a shortcut for this, but I forgot. But I'm just gonna do it this way. 14 seems pretty good, and then subdivide it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have square or quad. That's more or less like square. So you can do this. It's I think it's optional. You can use subdivide. File, save. Now we want to create bones from those. I'm using SphereChalk add-on for this. There are probably many other ways, but I like to do it this way. So objects in, get selection. So we get this mesh, and then we can use mesh viewer. If we use icosphere, for example, just for example, plug this in there. With the vertices plug into the matrices, we get this instance. So a lot of instances. How many? 112. But we want to merge them, so we only have a single object. But this is not what we want. We want to have edge or line. So let's create line. And the line should grow in the z-axis and make it shorter. Alright, so that's gonna be our setup for the bones. It's actually that simple. So this is like the bone maker. File, save as new. And with this guy selected, go under skin modifier. You can see you get one skinned edge. I'm gonna go to edit mode and then F3, skin root mark. So I'm marking a root on every polygon edge, and then Control A, I make it smaller. So these represent a bone. Okay, just create armature. Now you get a bone. Save again. This is usually the process, but I'm usually doing this like really quickly if I'm doing it for myself. This is actually pretty much done. We don't need it. Delete. So we have this armature, and we have the banner cloth. Alright, so now we are ready to animate this sort of yeah, I'll show you there's a mistake or a gotcha. So objects in, let's create actually not the armature, we're gonna get our banner. Let's grab the armature using object ID. Select that. Okay. And now object ID set. So we get our armature objects, and we want to get the post bones. We want to control the post bones, so we can animate it. And then here we want to animate the locations, and let's try randomize the vector. You can see nothing actually works. This is the gotcha, right? You need to go to edit mode, select all, and F3 clear parent armature. Now you can see our bones are completely random. Okay, so I forgot to connect these two, but it's okay because in edit modes it's still nice and tidy. So you just select this banner and select this. For the banner, actually maybe I can subdivide it more. One time subdivision, keep it simple, apply. Now select the bones, Control P, automatic weight. Okay, cool. Now, yeah, I think this should work. I just need to make it less random. Okay, so it's working for us. Let me go to this mode and turn on wireframe. Okay. Yeah, so we are ready to animate the banner now. So save it again. So of course we have random, but random is not what we want. We want to know how many bones we have. First of all, we have 112 bones, and okay, that's you already know how this works. It's randomized, but you don't want random, so you want to have something like vector. You can use vector turbulence or vector noise to start with. But for the banner or flag, if you want to keep it simple, you can just make like animated wave. So plug this there, and I can plug the noise in there, but it's gonna be kind of wrong, because when we are animating the post bones is actually only the offset of the original edit bones. Okay, so you need to understand that. So in order to animate this properly, you probably just want to use the scalar, and then in here you use vector in, and maybe just animate the bones in y-axis, maybe, yeah, something like that. And then for the input, we can actually just use vector math and then just animate the origin of our plane. So that's nice. Our banner is animating. In fact, if you have subdivisions, like in Blender, we have subdivisions, you get a smoother result. That's the idea basically. And okay, this the shader itself, okay, it has diffuse, doesn't have transparency. This is the thing that was automated by Blender. Let's plug this there, and actually I forgot to do something. F3 smooth, shade smooth. Let's go back to spectral. Yeah, I think I have a feeling we need to smooth it somehow. Something I forgot to do. It's very hard edge at the moment. Well, never mind on that. Let's continue with this. Instead of vector noise, you can also use the vector turbulence. It's gonna be also interesting. Oh, with the vector turbulence we get something that's completely different. We have a lot more. Oh yeah, not too crazy. For this, we can just use Blender or Perlin New. Play around with the frequency, and yeah, you can animate it this way. Or one more is you can make it yourself. Vector. Just use math, scalar math, sine wave, and in here, so you get you need to have the vertices. So you need vector out. So you grab the vector of our own plane. Check. Probably the X. Plug it into the sine wave and the Y, and then this goes in there. Slightly tricky to understand at first, but it's actually this is actually pretty simple. Okay, so we have a wave now. To multiply the wave, you can multiply the sine, I believe. Multiply the sine wave, and the amplitude should be over here. Now we have a sine wave. Oh, we need to plug a frame into here, and also math into here. So we have control over pretty much everything. This thing. Let me think. What else? Oh yeah, with the frame, we actually have this evaluate, and the evaluate is something that goes from 0 to 1. So in general, you can use evaluate, so you get like 100% proper loop. That's the idea anyway. Oh, I know why we get this weird result. Is maybe because I shouldn't have subdivided. Interesting. Yeah, it is when we subdivide and then we apply armature after this, you get this result. Let's go back. So I save a lot, luckily. So in here, with the original one, before we subdivide, I just get it. Go back here, paste. Okay, now we have the result. Delete that one. So we need to actually apply subdivision right after it. This way we get a smoother result for our flag. And this flag, because everything is bones, we can actually export it out. I'll show you the process of me backing it out very quickly. So we have something that's looping. So we need to keyframe in pose mode. Hit I, keyframe locations. In sphere chalk, I'm using exact node mode. Paste in here. I paste the wrong thing. Go under info. Get our, what's the command I? Location. This one. Copy that command. Paste it here. And then in here, just plug in frame. Now with the bones being selected, we try to keyframe it. Oops, sphere chalk is not animating somehow. That's interesting. Wait. Yeah, okay. That's very interesting. It seems to be stopped working. Let me do this once more. So with the bones, I'll try to delete everything first, the animations. So delete all keyframes back to our layout. Animation stopped working. Why is that? Oh, because we got rid of that. Okay, because we got rid of the original input mesh, because we replaced the mesh, remember? Yeah. Okay, got it. So go back to post bone, select everything, keyframe locations. We have this exact node mode. Paste it here. Delete this guy. Frame info. Bake. Wait a few seconds. And this should work with the GLTF and also USDZ for Apple AR file. Export GLTF. Actually, I might forgot something, but I might need to export it out as FBX. But I believe this also will work. Desktop, USDZ flag, and give this color. Whoops. USDZ convert. Oh yeah, see, animation didn't work. Why? Because you need to export FBX. And wait a few seconds. It's gonna make a hierarchy that's USDZ, like file new, general, discard, file, import FBX, desktop flag. Should have the animation. Maybe the material is missing, so you need to go file, append, this, get the material, and yep, material, file, export, GLTF. So that's the whole process basically. It's there's a multiple like repetitive repetitions, so you can probably program that. Oh yeah, that's actually interesting. Oh, how strange. Last night it was actually working. Maybe I didn't export something properly. File, export, FBX. One more time. Third time lucky. File, new. File, import, FBX. Okay, this is properly done. File, append. Which material? Just get both. Now with this guy, grab this. File, save as. Better name this. Take. File, export, GLTF. Oops, not GLB, GLTF and texture, so that's also a mistake. I have a feeling the banner didn't export the material. Yep, it's working, but the material might be missing because in the shader here I'm still using the wrong one. Physically based or principal. Plug this in there. If you want some metalness, plug this into roughness. This is just a quickie. Not supposed to do it this way. Okay, file, export, GLB version 10. Everything's good. Blender, export GLTF. 1, final. So this time the Blender logo got exported, so that's a good sign, and it works. As a GLTF, it should work as well. We need subdivision here, and you can test this using GLTF viewer online, but that's pretty much it. Actually, yeah, the whole process of making this, I found it's interesting. Even though it's kind of complicated, but it's actually rather simple. It's complicated, but it's much more simpler than if you have ever tried to do this manually. All right, thanks again for tuning in. Hopefully this is useful. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.